Hi everyone and welcome to the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. Now today's episode will be the group stage. I'm going to show you all three games, not live. I'm going to play them and show you the results after each one. And then, see if we can qualify. So the first game is against Bosnia, then we've got Paraguay, then we've got Iran. So hopefully when we get to the last one, we'll already be qualified or have a very good chance of qualifying. We did well in the friendlies, beat Scotland 2-0 thanks to goals from Van Buiten and Vertonghen, two defenders scoring there. Then a 3-1 victory against Peru, Hazard, Kompany and Witsel. Then a 3-0 win against club team Corinthians. A couple goals from Chadley and a goal from Benteke. That game doesn't count towards caps because it's against a club team. One person asked about this, how I'm allowed to play a club team. In the World Cup, prior to the World Cup, you can face off against club teams in the host nation, so that's how I was allowed to play Corinthians. Unfortunately, Fellaini's got injured for 3 weeks, which means that puts him out of the first 3 games. He might be back in time for the second round, maybe just about. Should be back for the quarter-final if we get to that stage, of course. Cavanda also got red card, but because it wasn't an official international match, it didn't matter. A good start, a good build-up to the first game against Bosnia. Now I need to decide the team, so I'll do that. Okay, so this is the team I've gone with. Nangolan's going to be playing in Fellaini's position. If it doesn't seem to work, I can always move Kompany there because he's just as good in defensive midfield as centre-back. And I can always move Van Buiten into the back 2 centre-back positions or Vermaelen. There's a few different options. But anyway, I'm going to play this game and then I will show you the highlight, the goals. I've gone with a counter-attacking formation or tactic, and these are the team instructions. I've changed it slightly. This worked really well against Corinthians. I know it's Corinthians, but I think I struggled most to break them down in that game, and eventually this tactic worked really well. So let's see how we get on against Bosnia. So as you can see, I managed to win 3-0. Very comfortable victory, really good performance. They hardly had any chances. Goals from Morales, Lukaku and Benteke coming off the bench. I'll just show you the goals, but we'll just have a look at the stats first of all. 21 shots, so they're 5. Only 51% possession though, but it really worked well. Let's just see the goals. How do we see the goals? Here we go. Let's see the 3 goals. So the first goal was from Lukaku in the first half, on about 13 minutes. So Lukaku driving their defender all the way back here, knocked it into the keeper, Begovic, and they lost the ball when Vermaelen tackled into Hazard. This is a long highlight. Then a lovely ball from Lukaku and a fantastic finish from Lukaku just over the keeper, over Begovic. That's no mean feat at all. Okay, next highlight. Second half goal. Made a couple of subs. Witsel. No, I haven't made any subs yet, I don't think. Can't really remember. These are the subs. Anyway, Vermaelen, Witsel, Vermaelen, Lukaku. Why was that a highlight? I'm very confused as to why it showed that. Never mind. This is the goal. Yeah, I had made subs. That's what I remembered. But Benteke into Morales. Good finish. That was a very confusing highlight. And the third goal, they were on the attack, looking to try and get a goal back. But we had loads of men behind the ball there. You see the counter-attack. Decided to use the drop deep tactic. I always seem to push up and it does leave us open, but I think we're strong enough to stay quite far back and just deal with any problems. Dembele was fantastic going forward in this game. Lucky deflection to Benteke there, who made it 3-0. So anyway, on to the next game. We have, of course, Paraguay. Now I think that was our hardest game actually, Bosnia. Paraguay could be difficult, and Iran should be easy, but we'll see. Okay, so it's the Paraguay game now. I've made a few changes because 3 players need rested. They're a bit tired for some reason. Probably long seasons with their clubs. I think Dembele played over 50 games for Spurs this season, so quite understandable. I brought in Cavanda, Van Buiten and De Bruyne. Witsel moves to the box-to-box midfield role there, and Benteke, I've decided to play him instead of Lukaku in this game, because I don't know, Benteke helped, well, he got a goal and an assist. Lukaku only got a goal, which is still good, but I don't know, I'll just swap them around and see who's best starting and who's best coming off the bench. Yeah, look at that formation from Paraguay. 2 defensive midfielders there. Cardozo, gonna have to watch out for him. Barrios is pretty good as well. So they do have some decent players. But anyway, I'll let you know how I get on at the end of the game. Well, we won, but it wasn't quite as comfortable as I would have liked. We did have more shots once again, but much less possession. I am playing a counter formation tactic, and it's working. I'm winning games, but the possession's not brilliant. But I find when we do play games when we've got a lot of possession, we don't seem to score a huge number of goals. But yeah, we won 2-1. De Bruyne was man of the match in central midfield. And the goal scorers, well, you'll see, we'll just watch the goals. So the first goal, quite soon on, Witsel, lovely ball through to Mirallas. Probably pretty poor defending from the fullback, but Mirallas, lovely finish. It hasn't really done much for me in the friendlies, but he's scored 2 goals in 2 World Cup games, so that's what counts really. Second goal, Van Buiten always seems to score when he plays. He's just such a massive lump in there. The ball always falls for him and he always sticks it in the back of the net from about 3 yards out. Their goal was shoddy defending from Company and Van Buiten, I think. I'm not sure if it was Company's fault. It was a long ball over the top. Well, you'll see in a few seconds. But it was pretty disappointing just before half time. But obviously we managed to hold out. That was a good tackle from their fullback. And it was Van Buiten really. I don't know what he was doing, and yeah, his slow, old legs just couldn't get back there, and Barrios stuck it away. So we go into the last game. Have we qualified? We'll have a check. We'll have a quick check. No. Oh wait, I have to continue first. We'll see if we've qualified. Let's have a quick look. No, we haven't. Oh wait, we have to wait for Bosnia to play. Anyway, we'll have a look in a minute. We have qualified despite Bosnia winning, because Bosnia will face off against Paraguay in their last game, which means I can put out a weaker side against Iran. Okay, so I've changed the tactic for this game against Iran. We're going more attacking, more high tempo, fluid, and the team's completely different. There's a lot of tired players, which is a bit worrying, and yeah, so I'm playing Mignolet in goal, and Van Buiten's playing again. He probably won't play again after this though, and his condition's a lot lower than everyone else. Vertonghen and Vermaelen are having to play because I've got no option. Munir, my young right back's playing. The 4, Dembele, Witsel, Chadli, Mertens and Vossen. Probably his only game of the World Cup. We'll see if he can get a goal. If he does get a few goals, maybe he will come off the bench at some point. Anyway, I'm going to play this game and then show you the result afterwards. So, a rather impressive second half performance from Lukaku in particular helped us to a 3-0 victory against Iran. He scored a hat-trick in the second half. And we still had less possession, despite having a much more attacking formation. Well, tactic, not formation. Had the same formation the whole time. But I'll show you the goals that Lukaku managed to score in the second half. Mertens also played very well in the second half, getting a couple of assists. But yeah, I was slightly worried at this point, not having scored in the first half against the weakest team in the group. But that was soon rectified. Good clearance there by Van Buiten, then poor defending, and Lukaku with a decent finish there from a Mertens through ball. Then the second goal, Mignolet collects a corner, then just pumps it up the pitch. I went very direct in this game. De Bruyne collected it into Mertens, down the wing, crosses it in, and Lukaku with a lovely header, just dinking it over the keeper. And then the third goal was a lovely pass. Well, a good tackle from Munir, my 22-year-old right back. well, a lucky tackle, then a lovely ball over the top. I don't know how intended that was, but Lukaku applied the finish. So, despite finishing top of our group, Argentina didn't do particularly well. They only finished second in their group, which means we have to play Argentina in the second round, which is not ideal at all. Well, I'll just show you the groups and how they finished and who qualified. Switzerland and Brazil. Switzerland top of their group, they managed to beat Brazil. Spain, USA, Holland, Mexico, England, Cameroon. Now England beat Germany 3-0 in their last game, meaning Germany went home on goal difference. Incredible stuff. Sweden finished ahead of Argentina, which is really annoying. I'd have been better off finished second, because I'd beat Sweden. Argentina's going to be tough, they've got Messi. But then again, they haven't played that well in that group. You'd expect them to finish top. So I've got a good chance, I think. But Paraguay will face Sweden. France and Italy qualifying, and Uruguay and Russia. So the second round looks like this. Got to fancy probably Switzerland beating USA. Brazil, Spain. What a game. Well, you could say that whoever wins that may go on and win the whole thing. But if we do get through Argentina, we've got a real chance of going far. Because one of Brazil or Spain will be out. Germany's not in it. France play Russia, that's quite a tough game. Italy, Uruguay. So it's in our favour if we can beat Argentina. Now that's a massive if. It's going to be a hard game. But hopefully all my players will be back from injury. Fellaini hopefully will be fit, but perhaps not. We shall see. Anyway, I will play the counter formation. Just clear the team now ahead of that game. So in the next episode I will face Argentina live. Please leave a like for this video if you enjoyed it, and yeah, wish me luck for the next game. See you guys.